MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start the series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first two games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Houston Astros.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in. And if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Hunter Green will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in his last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. In the outfield, Josh Reddick, a huge wrestling fan, but what we need to lock in on is the fact that he's got one of the best arms in baseball. Loves throwing guys out at the dish. We'll see if he gets the opportunity today.
Stepping up now, Gio Urshela. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For the Yankees, the second baseman, Gio.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we get things started here with a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
First pitch, 7:05.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Game time temperature tonight, 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Two and two now.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Here it comes. Slider, strike 3 called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Stepping in now, Tony Reese. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. One out, nobody on. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, E-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. Coming to the plate now, Didi Gregorius will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a strike to even the count, 1-1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. He had a 4-hit game his last game, and I love the fact that he's covering everything. Anything you throw up there, he's right on it.
Domingo Germán gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Germán, sneaky, quick fastball, 93 to 95 miles an hour. His best off-speed pitch, though, is the changeup, and it's an advanced changeup for such a young pitcher. Good mix of pitches. One of the things he does, he attacks the strike zone. When he's throwing strikes, he's tough to hit.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius' time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
Michael Brantley.
Now the pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. A bouncer to the left side. Reese charging this one. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. First pitch on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Altuve is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bases are empty, one man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're two down. And with two away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series, as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. Into the box, Sam Tomlinson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And the pitch. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. It's up and out of here into the archways. A solo shot here to left, his third home run of this series, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Batting fourth, the center fielder,
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ringer.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hayward is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Astros off and running on the solo homer. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Houston.
Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder, Scotty Hayward.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow. A solo shot down the line in right. His third home run of this series. And the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
So we're all all tied up following the home run. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Aaron Judge.
Number 99, Aaron Judge.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch.
That's a ball.
A ball and no strikes. Two and 0.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Base is empty here with nobody out. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch. Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in now, Nino Reese, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Judge aboard here at first with nobody out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three and 1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit. So we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Coming to the plate now, Torres. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
First and second here with nobody out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that misses 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Scott Tomlinson. Lined but speared on a hop. Altuve for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. But the Yankees are able to tie things up on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. All tied at 1-1.
Leading up for the Astros.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hitter, number 44.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball swung on and missed.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Sanchez puts the tag on him. One gone.
Batting 6th, the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Now the pitch. Fouled away. Bregman, a 25-year-old. He was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
2 strikes.
And it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 1-2. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
So he got him swinging. Alex Bregman goes down for the second out in the bottom half. First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No, 2-1. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We played 2 full innings and we are tied 1-1. Striding in, Gary Sanchez. And he'll start out there half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Sanchez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Urshela, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Into the box now, Tony Reese. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. 2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that's through for a hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
Ready on 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He's got to find a way to grab some composure out there and not let this inning get away from him. He was dominating, and now he goes out and gives up a 2-out single and then almost drills a guy. Get back in the zone.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Pulled toward right center field. And Altuve will put the squeeze on this one, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave 1. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on its way. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
In now, Josh Reddick. He's set. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit to batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Here's Michael Brantley, and there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This one's down to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick to it of this as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Altuve. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
He must have been sitting fastball right there because he is not going to see a better pitch tonight. He cannot let that hanger go.
Behind 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box, Sam Tomlinson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Comes set, the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A pause, and the 0-2. Another one sent foul. Gurriel on third. Reddick at second with 2 gone. The 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Ready on 0-2. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second of the game. And the Astros have taken a 4-1 lead.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
The center fielder, number 8, Joel Springer.
Here's George Springer, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Count even now at 1-1. The 1-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
The catcher, number 28.
Digging in to try it again. Robinson Chirinos. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Three runs already home here. The pause and the 0-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. But 3 runs crossed for the Astros on this 3-run home run. We're through 3 here in the Space City. It's now 4-1 Houston. Stepping into the box, Scotty Hayward. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. His first homer so far in the series, and the Yankees are back in business. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Now batting, the left fielder, Nino Reese.
In now, Nino Reese. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His third home run of this series as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Now at the plate, Scott Tomlinson comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Pitch on the way. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there is any intent behind that.
Up next for the Yankees.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. First delivery to him on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. And that ends the inning. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in, Yuli Gurriel. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The first baseman, Yuli Gurriel.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Behind 0-2 now. And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 home. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Now I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front, really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 1-2 pitch. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Michael Brantley.
Next up for the Astros, Michael Brantley. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. And another foul ball.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the 4th. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Reese scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. But they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Ready once again, Gio Urshela. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
The ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Standing in now, Tony Reese, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. We're in the fifth inning of a 4-3 ball game here. A ball and 2 strikes now. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still trail it here 4-3. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. On the ground to the left side. Gregorius is there. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Now batting.
Runner at first following the error. And that'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop, Sam Tomlinson.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The center field.
Digging in, George Springer. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Altuve leads off first with 1 away. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. Striding forward now is the DH, number 44. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. No balls and a strike to count. From the stretch. And now a stoppage here as a balk has been called. And that could wind up being a costly one as it'll move that base runner into scoring position now with 2 away. The 0-1 offering. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Four runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. The set and the 2-1. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and this is foul tipped, so that runs the count full now at 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Third baseman number 2, Alex.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Mike Tuchman is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Now playing right field, number 39, Mike Tuchman.
He's set and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 2 left for Scotty Hayward will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
Hayward isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate. It's a 4-4 game.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Stepping in now, Mike Tuchman, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's getting his first. First plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Mike Tuchman goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. First delivery to him on the way. Hot shot to third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Around second now and headed for third. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side. Into the box now, Robinson Chirinos. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Popped up. And there's your first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 10.
Ready now, Yuli Gurriel. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. In there, 0-1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
4-4 is our score as we play the sixth. Count remains at 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Throwing to second. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score. Runner at second, one away, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. He'll get it into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double. And the relay throw is right by him at third base.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly would be a big understatement. Looked like a circus act out there.
Paige Tomlinson is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here. Now Altuve connects. Deep left field. Hayward racing back. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series. And they double him up. It's 8-4. Stepping in, Sam Tomlinson, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. At the plate, George Springer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
George Springer.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger, as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Luis Cessa, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Number 85, Luis Cessa.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Behind 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. 4 runs here in this half inning. The 0-2 home. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. On to the 7th now in Game 3. It's the Astros 8 and the Yankees 4. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. So digging in now, Scott Tomlinson. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Up next for the
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
Hey, you know what, D'Lo, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
He's running in there. Now the throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he pops it up. Here comes Brantley, but he won't get there. It falls in. Now the throw comes quickly into the third baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty right there. Worked himself into a nice situation. Got on base right there. Now first and third, rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking its chops.
Chris Davinsky comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 47.
Gio Urshela will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the stretch. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Davinsky is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Gio Urshela sent packing for the 4th time in this one.
3.
First delivery to him on the way. This one's down to third. And that's through for a hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it an 8-5 ball game.
The shortstop.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Paige Tomlinson. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Back up the middle. Altuve has it. The second for one. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. Now batting, number 44. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Designated hitter, number 44.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Alex Bregman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Alex Bregman.
First pitch on its way. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Fouled away. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Ready for another chance? Robinson Chirinos. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation.
Now a drive by Chirinos, deep left field, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a solo shot down the line in left, his 2nd home run of the series as they open up a 4-run lead.
The first baseman, number 10, Yulievsky.
Tommy Kingley takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Number 48, Tommy.
Into the box, Yuli Gurriel. Popped him up. Sanchez is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One more. Brad Peacock has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Scotty Hayward will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. First pitch on its way. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Stepping into the box, Mike Tauchman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this A-bit.
Now back. Left fielder, Nino Reese.
Standing in now, Nino Reese, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Right side, hit hard. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken. The throw. The throw pulls him off the bag. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Reese leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll be back in standing up. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Three balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Standing in, Scott Tomlinson, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Tomlinson.
Here's the first pitch to him. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Count, and the pitch. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Back goes Springer at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Digging in and looking for more, Josh Reddick, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And it's fouled away. Canely playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Michael Brantley, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
0-1, here it comes. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Ready with the 0-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
Settling in now, Jose Altuve. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
He's set. Here it comes. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They won't add to their 9-6 lead. Roberto Ozuna takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 54, Roberto Ozuna.
Now in the box, Gary Sanchez. His career history with Roberto Ozuna, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Pitch on the way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Brantley is under it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Gio Urshela. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Reddick is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Now batting. Third baseman, Tony Reese.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony Reese. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First offering on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Fouled off. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
9-6 the final tally in this one. The Houston Astros have taken a 2-1 series lead. Hunter Green pitches well enough to get the W. Domingo Germán takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Line scored